Hey, not our finest work for sure. It was, really our defense took a step back, and we didn't really guard them individually off the dribble, and we didn't guard the line one-on-one. They made some difficult shots certainly, but overall that end of the floor hurt us. We had different times where we got it to doubles, got it to where we could have taken control of the game, and then we let them get back in and keep hanging around the game. They fought hard. I like their team, the kind of different style of playing, and the kid 40 could really shoot, and Hyder had a big night, obviously just hitting shots. So, but we have to do better. We have to do better offensively with our free throws. We're bad. I think the one positive was the rebounding differential, which has plagued us some this year. I thought we did a good job on the backboard, just not giving up a lot of second chance opportunities. But they shot 50, so maybe there weren't enough of them out there.
The seven-man rotation obviously took a toll on the defense.
I just think and again, I don't want to make excuses here, but we've played a lot of games, and some of them we've traveled quite a bit too. If you want to add the Duke thing into it, that's a lot for a few weeks, and so these 8 days will be great for us. We got guys that couldn't go tonight for some minor stuff that's going on, and guys that just gutted it out that had things happen. And so physically, we could really use this next week to prepare for our holiday tournament next week.
Can you tell us the status of Sean and also Brandon Gardner has kind of not played?
Yeah, Brandon just hasn't won the opportunity to get in there yet, and that's more of a coach's decision there. With Sean, he had a calf strain that he sustained in the last game, and then Austin Nunez has the Achilles tendonitis. So we got to get those guys healthy. You can see that when we're able to keep more size and fresh bodies on the floor more regularly, I think we're a better basketball team.
Did you think that the defense was more just effort or other issues?
I think the one possession that maybe exemplified it for me, and they didn't get many offensive rebounds, but JQ ran from nowhere in the first half to block a corner three in front of our bench, and then the ball's bouncing around, and we just don't go get it, and they pick it up and score, and I don't think we had a lot of juice today. We just didn't have a lot of pop to how we played. Our shell was broken too. We got to get back to the drawing board just on. We got spread out, and guys were just driving to the basket, and at times there was no recognition on help side to rotate over at all. And I know they had shooters, but we have to be in a good help position, and we had too many breakdowns in that regard. We also were messing with those little ghost screens they have, where it's not really a screen, but and then they're slipping, and we have two guys going with one guy, and then someone's wide open. So we got to get back to just our principles and being more disciplined at that end.
66% from the free throw line tonight. How can you just explain kind of just the fact that it felt like it was getting nearly weaker and weaker as the game went on?
We shot 18 or 21 versus GCU. We have really good shooters. Amir Ali is got to be a 90% shooter. Adam Miller 90%. Austin Mason 90%. BJ Freeman shot 87% last year in Milwaukee. Joe Sansonon 90%. Now, if all those guys are doing what they're supposed to do and shoot 90%, then free throws shouldn't be a problem. I think over time, Bashir has proven in some big games that he's been able to make clutch free throws. And then we got to just work a little bit with JQ. I thought he was rushing his free throw a little bit, and so I think that's manageable with him.
Adam hit a couple threes in some big moments. How'd you feel about his performance?
It was a good veteran thing to do. A guy that's played a lot, and I know people have been talking a lot more just about, with good reason about our freshmen and the new guys and stuff. But Ace, I thought in a game that was, we were in a little bit of trouble, he came in and made some big shots, and he's not 100% right now either, so this time will definitely be good for him.
Jocelyn had a great first half, but then you guys seemed like you guys struggled to get him the ball kind of in the second half. What was going on?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Jocelyn had a great first half, but you guys looked like you guys struggled to get him the ball in the second half.
I don't know if that's the case. I mean, good teams will adjust, and we tried. We had a concerted effort to get him the ball, and he had the ball in space. He drove it more. I think they were really crowding him, knowing what he's done in the last couple of games, especially hitting the threes and his shooting. So he was able to get by his man and get to the free throw line a little more.
Coach, 93 points, 6 of the 7 getting double digits. How big was it getting an all-around offensive performance tonight?
It was good. I mean, I don't want to lose sight of some positives. You know, I could get dark and get fairly negative, but you know, we did have good, you know, guys played that end of the floor while we consistently been, you know, shooting around 50% from the field. And again, if 10 of 24 from three is 41%. That's good. I mean, that's positive stuff. And I think one of our strengths is balance. That we have a number of guys that could impact the offensive end. It's just we didn't have enough of those guys doing it on the defensive end tonight.
Austin Mason at several points tonight seemed to rally the group together on the floor. How have you just seen him take charge in the leadership amongst the guys?
Yeah, he's different. He's not like going to be that like vocal guy, but he's just, I think he leads with like not getting rattled. You know, when he has the ball, I got good confidence. I think his teammates trust him that he's going to, for the most part, make good plays, good decisions. I thought he had a couple of good drives in the second half, and down the stretch, you know, got fouled late in the game, and you know, when we needed him to make a play, and he did. So, yeah, I was happy with his performance overall tonight.
Adam, do you feel like the other guys who can score the ball and create offense makes it a little bit easier, puts less emphasis on you having to create as much?
Oh yeah, for sure. We have a well-rounded team. People who do different things very well, very well. So we just got to use all our pieces, and you know, I think that we just got to keep building in that it's okay for someone, you know, to have their night, and then, you know, if they have their night, keep building off of that, you know, rolling with the high hand. So, you know, we got a lot of pieces, and we just got to keep working with it.
Are
What
you
can
trying
you
to
say
be
about
more?
the lack of perimeter defense?
Say that again.
What can you say about the lack of maybe perimeter defense? Probably in that second half, it seemed like nearly every single three that they were getting out, they were trying to get into an offensive rhythm. What can you just say about the perimeter defense tonight?
I think with teams like that, it's easy to underestimate them. I think that our effort should have picked up a little bit in our urgency. You know what I'm saying? That they're not maybe a big time name like Gonzaga, but you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You know, we got to go out there and do what we do every night. And I mean, I think on the defensive end, we didn't show up. We didn't do our job.
Are you trying to be a little bit more selective in your shots and maybe being a little bit more of a distributor than you were last year?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been talking to Coach. You know, specifically since we're talking about my game, like I know that I could play make, so just also trying to be out there and play make. You know, still finding my shots when I can, and you know, trying to find that fine line of being a combo guard and just trying to, you know, find my role out there and just continue to be a leader.
You talk about them not being a big name team. Do you think it's a coincidence that against Gonzaga, Santa Clara, GCU, you guys played much better basketball than Idaho State, St. Thomas, and tonight against Cal Poly?
I think it is a difference. You know, with teams like that, they don't have as much talent, so they got to do a couple things differently. And you know, at the end of the day, they're still a team, so they're going to be good at something. You know, they're going to be working in the summer just like us. So, you know, they came in. I think a couple guys had some career nights, but you know, they came in and they did what they had to do. I mean, kudos to them. They played a real fall game.
Season high in points tonight for you guys. 6 of the 7 got in double digits. How big was it for you guys to get everyone involved tonight?
I think that we were trying to build off last game. I think we had like, I forgot the amount of assists we had last game, but we had a lot of assists last game, and you know, when you share the sugar, everybody get to eat. So we were just sharing the ball. I think when we continue to understand with the pace of the game, everybody has a chance to score. We'll continue to be get even better.
With all the noise that's been surrounding the freshmen and the freshman class that's been on this roster, what has been your role kind of as a veteran, as a leader, and as someone who is one of the few veterans who was here last year?
I think I just got to continue to, you know, mold the team into the team that Bobby Hurley's team, and continue to lead from the forefront with my effort and my work. And you know, we got some good cats, some good young guys. They're talented. So you know what I'm saying? Like, when those guys are hot, continue to, you know, ride off them, make sure we're getting them shots, make sure we're finding them so they can build their confidence. And if it's not, then I still finding a way to, you know, keep them involved and I showing them little tricks here and there that's going to help them, you know, evolve their game.
I know you guys want to play good defense every night, but do you feel like this team is comfortable in shootouts? I mean, definitely compared to last year.
Yeah, I wouldn't say comfortable, but I mean, if it is a shootout, I mean, we got some shooters. So, like, if you want to do that, we can do that. But I feel like in that aspect, yeah, we definitely can keep up with people. Like I think a lot of teams in the country.
It's kind of just the difference in terms of chemistry early on in the season, getting the guys together as a group, especially with a younger group, different group compared to last year.
Say that one more time.
Just getting chemistry together this season.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
I think the difference this season, well, for me, I didn't get to started the games last season, so that was a bummer. And coming in, it was trying to find my way, and then it was a lot going on. I think this year we did a good job of blocking out distractions, we built a culture early. I think Coach Hurley did a great job of putting those pillars at the forefront, and just putting everything like, this is what we're gonna do, and this is because everybody came to him and told him they want to be winners. So I think Coach did a great job of putting us together, and what I'm saying, laying down the law, and we just follow and abide by it. And now we just got to go out there and use our talent and our efforts to go win every game.
What are some of the aspects of those pillars, that culture that he instilled?
I think like simple things like be early, be vocal, consistent work, be a great teammate, listening to coaches. Like, I think after coming off that tournament run last year, it was kind of easy to slip in those little areas, but we did a good job of setting the tone early this year.
Bashir said after the last game that he was very surprised how quickly the team came from those Duke and Idaho State performances to where they are right now. Are you also surprised about that turnaround, how quick and how sharp it was?
I was. But before those games, I wouldn't have been. Because now we're playing like as I thought we would play. So it was I was a little shocked, a little scared, you know what I'm saying? But we did what we had to do. We shook back, and now we got to continue to win. Hopefully we, do what we got to do, finish out strong before the conference play. And then once Big 12 comes right off in the sunset.
Adam, Coach mentioned that you guys might be a little bit fatigued after all the travel you had to begin the season and playing just 7 guys today. Do you feel like the energy level on the court today was good for you guys on both ends of the floor?
Yeah, I think it could have been better though, especially on the defensive end, on the offensive end. That's the only reason I feel like we won. We won on the boards too. That's something that we got to continue to do. And I feel like we just got to go and watch the film. And that's one of the big things we do this season too. We watch a lot more film, and that's where you fix the little problems. And it's always the little things, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you got to guard the ball. And you got to do your principles every night. So yeah, we're gonna go back and watch the film. And we're gonna build off.
Do you feel like watching film has helped you a bit more this year than maybe at some points last year?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I always watched a lot of film. I think that the big key this season is that we watch. I think everybody as a whole watches film. So the more guys to bring in to understand and like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you didn't do this 2 or 3 things. You got to go back and watch it. Sometimes it hurts to watch. Like that Duke game, it hurt is not a word. It hurt to watch, but. Yeah, that's what comes with it as an athlete. Like that's one of the things. I think that's why some people don't watch film, because like that Duke game, it was hard to watch. It took me probably a day to watch it, but we do that as a whole. We come together and we're probably gonna watch it whenever we get back in. Probably gonna have like a day or 2 off and then come back and regroup.